the spiral is serious today, huh? Victoria, you just don't get it. It's so embarrassing at this point. It really is just super embarrassing. Aren't you like 39 and like you're not able to tell the truth at all ever? It's got to be some kind of record. It's got to be. But anyway, let's get into it.
Crazy for people that accuse me of going too far into real life.
Listening problem strikes again. That was never my issue.
Does anybody else find that like crazy? Oh, and that's what I was going to ask about. Okay. So, obviously, like most of y'all probably have seen by now. Right. More so, my real life call, the only thing it would have done, I feel like, would have, hopefully gotten somebody the help that they needed. Save their life at the very least. But you're trying to get somebody in legal trouble? That isn't even happening right now. Anyway. But yeah, so obviously
so you would be pleased to know that I also reported Lisa to any place that was reportable, that mattered, and that was relevant to the situation, right? That is what I do. I collect information and get it where it needs to go, right? Now, unfortunately for you, you're once again trying to compare two separate situations. Your calling the clinic could have unalived somebody. If you were that concerned, right? You're not doing anything wrong, right, Victoria? So what are you so worried about? What are you so worried about, right? So no, sorry, no comparing the two. If you were so worried about it, you shouldn't have been breaking laws, baby.
Obviously, I know a lot of y'all have probably realized that my account's private right now. I wanted to take today or whatever. I know, baby. And I'm sorry. I really am. I hate that more than anything, that y'all are the ones that are getting attacked. Anyway.
First and foremost, I ain't never messaged anybody about you. A lot of them come to me, though. It's funny how that works, right? Once people's eyes are opened about whatever the situation is, they're in my DMs with apologies and such. It's weird how that goes, right? But, yeah, you don't feel that bad because all you had to do was be honest and you just couldn't do it. That personality disorder of yours is going to be a real barrier to you trying to better yourself in any way.
Clearly I've proven many times before, like, it doesn't matter if I stay on this app or leave, they're still going to do it. So that's not a solution. I've proven many times before that some of the stuff that was being said and done were not true. It didn't make it stop.
I'm always amazed. I'm telling you, y'all, I am always amazed at the amount of people that are in situations like this that don't realize that the road to getting out of it is accountability. Seen it with Jessica Kent, seen it with Izzy White, now Victoria, right? It was Ashy Cat. They all cannot fathom that something so simple holds the key to everything. It truly is astounding to me. I watched Jessica Kent burn her whole fucking platform to the ground, all because she couldn't be honest. It truly is fascinating. There's got to be some type of phenomenon, but it's wild to me. You just can't be honest and take accountability. anti-communities form because that creator has done a repeated pattern of behavior and refused to answer for it. That's why things happen the way they do, right? So you will do literally anything except be honest, which is crazy because that's the easier way. It truly is mind-blowing to me, honestly.
I could go subscribers only on some of my lives, like obviously still do other ones too, but whatever. But unfortunately that would make y'all have to pay, and I don't want to do that either. If it was the way some people made subscriptions sound, like I could just gift all of you a subscription, the ones that I love and trust, and then bump that price all the way the fuck up, that would 100% be my route. But if I go subscribe and alerts only and I leave it at the low amount of what it is right now, everybody's going to pay $3 to be able to be a part of the drama and listen to hear what I was going to say. Another benefit to a subscription only would be I absolutely would have copyright rights to all of those private lives and chats. If those were posted, that would be a copyright violation for sure. It's not fair use at that point if it's under a subscription. It would be basically the equivalent of bootlegging DVDs, you know. It's not just unfair to me, Kim, it's unfair to y'all.
So I find it incredibly weird that here we are yet again, right? You were just talking shit about somebody that was talking about going sub-only, and you're talking about going sub-only only because you have to hide from the truth. So there's that. Also, I think you should brush up on copyright and paywalls. You might want to learn a little bit about that before you go thinking you know something when you don't, okay? Because fair use absolutely comes into play here, okay? So I wouldn't illegally use the copyright system if I were you.
The couple of officers that I've already spoke with say it's most definitely slander, and absolutely could be defamation, especially with the other things that they have tried to say about me, calling me, not even saying, well, I think or whatever. No, they're saying those things are true. I don't even know how to describe.
Victoria, get your crayons and your fingerprinting out because we're going to do a little lesson, okay? Now, you'll see things highlighted, right? Refers to the act of making false statement about someone in order to damage their reputation, which, let's be clear, you don't have a good reputation, okay? Which is the act of harming someone's reputation through false or damages statements. Now, if you knew anything, what I'm doing is actually considered libel because it's publicated. That's first. Let's talk defamation. Defamation is the act of sharing false information that harms a reputation, which again, you do not have any good reputation. Defamation can be difficult to prove. However, if you can prove that a false statement was made knowingly or recklessly and published to others, you may be able to receive compensation for your losses. Now, let me give you a little bit of a hint here, Victoria. In order to prove defamation, there must be knowledge that the statement was false and pushed anyway. In this case, it is not accurate because I use proof, right? Everything that I say about you is factual. Therefore, you have no grounds for defamation. But let's take it a step further, shall we? In order to prove defamation, there are 5 elements, right? Number 1 has to be a false statement. The statement must be false and presented as a fact, not an opinion, satire, or a parody. Police reports would be considered fact, just so we're clear. Publication, the statement must be communicated to a third party, either orally or in writing. Identification, I don't give a shit to identify you. The defendant must be at fault for making the statement. weird harm. The statement must cause some type of measurable damage to the plaintiff's reputation or livelihood, which, let's be clear, you're a TikTok beggar.
But I would absolutely go back to being hated on the way the other people were hating, because they were treating it as drama as it is, but this person isn't doing that. So they took it upon themselves. You know, the same person that lost their shit because I called the clinic lost their fucking shit because I took it real life. Anyway, it says, hi, my name is Margaret, and I've came across a situation on social media. Right there. Whole fucking email's bullshit because of that. Anyway, that involves one of your clients that are enrolled in your home incarceration program. I am unclear about the terms and conditions regarding your program, but I highly doubt that they include being involved in a TikTok scam ring. I have gone back and forth with reporting this information, but it appears that the inmate does not plan to be honest with them or with anyone, including themselves. If you want any more information, contact me. It just got sent yesterday. And nothing's going to come from it. Oh, I didn't even see that. Well, apparently there's a message on it that said, let's see how honest you let the justice center system do its thing, right?
Aw, Victoria, why'd you leave the last part out? You left out the part that says, if you need any more information or proof regarding the inmate allowing a scammer to collect funds under false pretenses and then send those funds to a drug dealer, just let me know and I will provide it. Why'd you leave that part out? Why'd you leave that part out? This is why I do what I do, right? Because you manipulate those people in your chat. And what's the problem? I thought it was if you see something, say something. That's a crime that you were involved in, correct? So what are you so upset about? If there's nothing to worry about, what are you so upset about? If you weren't doing anything wrong, what are you so upset about?
And if you thought it was such a big thing, why are you just now saying something about it a month later? You sound dumb. Where?
I can promise you, honey, if you think I sound dumb, you sound way worse. I'll tell you why. Just because I said it the other day in my live. I messaged a friend of mine that is much more ethical than I am, right? You may know her. Her name's Odin. She's been around for a while, but she's been off the app. But she is the most ethical person that I know. And I asked her. I explained the situation to her, and I said, what should I do? Should I report it? I've been struggling with it. She said, report it. And I still sat on it before I sent that email. So there's that, right? That's why. Because you were not being honest. And I have given you every chance to let those people in your chat that support you financially know the truth. And you have denied, deflected, lied the entire way. That's why I reported it when I did.
Am I saying this report is a lie? No, I'm not. I'm just saying that everybody's version of a story is different. At least in the slightest way. There is something wrong if every single person says the exact same thing. And
nope, sorry. I believe what's on that paper. I believe that you punched one of your children in the face while they were holding a baby. I believe that. Sorry. If you want people to talk about you better, baby, you should behave better, right? But how come everybody else is a liar besides Victoria? I feel sorry for those kids. I feel sorry for the fact that you're their mother. That's sad to me, because they deserve better and they didn't get a fucking choice.